solutions. The mid-rounds were actually very impressive. They lost out the pistols in round number 30 to deny overtime. But Complexity can play this map, but we certainly know that Vitality can as well.
Oh, no question about it. Oh my god, that's an early little bit of a damage there. I mean, it might have dinked him slightly through the wall, but Flames down to 52 health. And we'll see how this plays out. Complexity going to be starting on the T side with Vitality on the CT side. And all they have at the moment is Magus who's playing around at the B bomb side. And the way that he's playing this, he's looking for one headshot and then for the retake 4 and 5.
It will have to be the retake. He has no utility playing Coffins, just looking for a couple of one-taps here. If one of them connects, great. Ideally, though, just try and delay the bomb as much as he possibly can. So there are the shots. Nothing quite connects. This is looking very good for Complexity.
He went back and picked up the dualies? He
Yes,
threw away
right.
the USP to pick up. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Why didn't
true.
he have the dualies to begin with? He just wanted them for the early shots. They're going to try and run him down. It would have been so sick if he would have got a triple kill with the dualies just because they're not expecting it. But oh my god, that is
he juggled
crazy.
us over, but either way, this round is actually looking quite good. Some way, somehow, it will be Vitality coming out on top there. It was looking like they were done for. After losing the first frag, the bomb was planted. You would think there would be no chance of a clean retake, but Vitality, the bomb was planted. Complexity, open B bomb site. You would think they get a bit more out of that, but they will be forcing up in the second here. Galils and Deagles not going for rifles across the board. Want to have a bit of utility to work with here in Apex. Speculative shots down towards T-steps. A nice grenade to follow things up as well. Grenade connects. Bullets did not. Takes Grim down to 80 points of health here. Second round well underway. And we've got all 5 players for the North American squad heading towards B here. They've got 2 smokes. They'll be going in the likely positions of Coffins and CT Spawn. No Molotov. Yes, there is. Floppy's got a Molotov for new boxes or first oranges, whichever way they're inclined. But the CTs ready with a flash in hand. Flames with the MP9 at the back. Apex in Spawn with the M4. Here comes the commitment.
Yeah, no real hesitation. Grim on the opening. It's a really good shot, but Flames at the back. That MP9 said it's the best gun pound for pound in the game, and he's doing great work, just dancing around, hoping to buy some time. The rotation's very late, but the grenade is deep, and it'll land on Floppy. So whole second Elysian left here, 2 versus 3. Interesting to see how this will play out. It really was Elysian Holzerk that was sort of playing duo together on a lot of the maps that we saw from Complexity last time, and it worked really well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Bit of a partnership forming there, perhaps, but they're going to have to dig extra deep here to stand a chance in the 3 versus 2. 30 seconds, of course, no bomb down just yet. An awkward plan if you're going behind the fountain here. Lige needs to find some sort of positional control. Also looking towards Spawn. There's 2 CTs in ruins here. So they'll go for the default plan, but 14 seconds here. Need to get it down right now.
It's not that far away. Spinks is almost showing up. Sure, they get the bomb plant down, but Vitality, just a very good, and I think this is the kind of call you would expect out of a team of this kind of veterancy. You want to see them not try and fight that 2v3 until they really have to. It's just much better to do the way that they did.
Complexity there. Even they're off to an absolute flyer once again. And with that bomb planted and a few kills found, they are going to try their luck once more, and as the Force by Wars begin right here. 5 Galils this time. Not a bad buy. Hoping they can potentially surprise the CTs. Maybe they overset the mark with a bit too much aggression. And here comes that aggression. Pushing down towards Banana.
I wonder how long Vitality will commit to fighting Banana like this, because something that from the NIP and Complexity game, neither team really wanted to fight for Banana control on the CT side. They were really hesitant to do that. Vitality, at least so far, establishing a little bit of control here.
Certainly. And you can see they got 4 players now over towards the A side. Flames, he's still got a full array of utility, a smoke and incendiary. So he can do enough to fend them off for a rotation. So that's actually a pretty promising setup. He doesn't need the AWP. He's just jump spotting. As soon as he spots one, he'll drop the incendiary. 7 seconds then. They can drop the smoke on top. They won't be pushing through it. So this is actually well thought out, a calculated stack.
It's what you want to see, right? It's all the fundamentals here, but it's really good. Nice smoke to keep Spinks safe in the corner. And even if they feel like there's probably someone there, what do they do about it? They have to find a way to actually edge him out. And they only have that one Molotov. They don't have another one they can throw in there. Instead, they're going to smoke. But Outside was just finding every angle possible. That's a great headshot onto JT. And not actually checking it. They forget about Spinks for a minute. And that's a mistake. Floppy goes down. Shot in the back. Get a headshot onto Elige.
It couldn't have been more perfect if Vitality tried. Like, ZywOo got them hook, line, and sinker with the utility there. This smoke They know there's someone there, but the fact he got the spam from library, they get to assume that was a player that was falling back there, or at least they're going to have to take the risk. They needed to find some sort of control in the round. Going toward the arch, the smoke dissipates, and they get dropped. He was there all along. The flashbang, just to slow them down as well, was a thing of beauty. ZywOo just toying with them here as he goes 5-0, Anders, to kick off their CT campaign. 3-0 overall.
And just the fact that ZywOo's off to such a good start. Even when ZywOo has slow starts, which happens very rarely, but whenever it does, I feel like whenever I sort of, if I look away from the match for like a couple of minutes and I look back and it's like, oh, he's up to 20 kills anyway. For no reason at all. So just having ZywOo on a hot start is horrible news if you're on the complexity side of things. A lot of grenades, including the Molotov, and then finally the spam for the smoke, or right at the edge of it at any rate. Flames will be taking down JT. So Banana Control once again aggressively in control of Vitality, which is a real switch up. Again, I'm expecting Complexity to play much more passively when they were on their CT side. Flames is just, he's loving life at the moment. 3 kills on him.
He's barely died this tournament, by the way. Like, he has just been in the zone the entire time. Like, you're right. And they've played EG. They're now playing Complexity. A team's beneath there. Not being a knob. Just saying.
Just saying without really saying.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, you know?
But, oh, it's another, like, Complexity haven't really ecoed so far. And they've had just, what, Galil's, a couple of AKs every single round. This is, like, the nightmare scenario that the rounds are spiraling. You've force pulled a couple too many times.
What's weird is it feels like once you commit to the force bind, you almost have to keep doing it. Like,
right.
Because at some point it doesn't make sense to even stop, because you can kind of, you know, still do
there's just enough, and you know you've got a few kills, and if you can just find one of these rounds, it could be enough. But yeah, this doesn't look good. A UMP for Horzak, and yeah, he's had some good rounds with the weapon in this tournament alone.
Yeah.
But it doesn't fill you with hope if you're watching as a Complexity fan that have got Galils and a UMP in a gun round here against Vitality, who are looking razor sharp right now, to say the least.
They really are. Simple trick to get a bit of an advantage in that fight. Flashed into the corner, and yeah, he's happy to just jiggle away with the knife out. All he has to do again is just spot for any information. Doubling up on that quad position, in fact. 4 people there trying to walk it close. I do like this idea, but Spinx is going to be in position to spot them early on. Nice shot from Floppy. Magus down in the pit, and Elige will find a kill, but Spinx is hunting them. The dualies are coming out now, and Apex showed up just in the last second possible. Oh, it's a great crossfire for Apex on that one. That's super, super important. I do think there's a real strength if you can walk it all the way to the hay card.
Confirmed that 3 players are there on the T side, locked them out of the utility, and they don't even get close to a plant. And they go for the B rush this time. It's a decent start in terms of damage, but they do take 2 casualties en route. Flames continues this strong performance here on the B bomb site as they find a 4-on-3 advantage. Round number 6. Complexity find themselves in another disappointing scenario. Locked out of the B bomb site, but at least finding an M4 in the hands of Grim. This time a half buy, just to note that. So maximum loss bonus, of course. Don't even need the plant at this point. They'll be getting at least $3,000 going into that next round.
And fair play in trying to get the rush to top Banana. I mean, you can sometimes get a little bit lucky, especially with the Tech 9 or 2. You can win that fight, but doesn't seem like it's paying off for now. Flash to set it up. Just Apex taking a quick peek, but they've got the 2-2 split right now, so either way where Complexity are going, they're probably going to run into a little bit of trouble here.
So ZywOo's in spawn, Apex towards the coffins. ZywOo's got an HE as well. Flashbang's deployed, and if Grim can find a quick kill, you never know, but he is taken down. No problem really whatsoever. It just feels like a matter of time before this one's over. We are going to see a 6-0 scoreline for Vitality. They're already on fire, as we'll see these last couple of kills come through. Magus makes light work of them. 6-0 Complexity. Like we said, maximum loss bonus. This will be their first real gun round, Anders, and that's a pretty alarming thing to say. Hasn't been many close rounds. They got the bomb down in the first couple, but remember that pistol round they had. The B rush that yielded 2 early frags, a 5-on-3, and then couldn't get going. Could be a very different game had they have converted that one. A fantastic start in that regard, but it all collapsed, and Vitality have been dominating ever since.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, let's say, make Horzak on that AWP part of the mission here, you've delayed that up to the 7th round because of the force buy, so it does come at a cost. You don't have the weapons that you really want. You're going to see Floppy. He was looking deep on that one. He wasn't ready for it, and so with the headshot. Oh my god, running wild on that side of the map. Double kill for him. And a 5 versus 3, with JT also dropping quite low over in the banana position. What do you even do? It's just ZywOo pushing up and murdering 2 people out in those T hallways, and you can't even really respond.
Yeah, it would take a wiser man than me to work that one out, I'm afraid.
He's 8-1.
Yeah, like once he gets in this sort of zone, it's very difficult to get him out of it. Like he's feeling it. Every shot's connecting, every move is perfect, every grenade seems to be massively impactful, especially the flashes. And look at this bait and switch setup as well. Even if he goes down here, I dare say he's already set up another kill because there's a player tucked in towards the cubby, but they aren't going to be falling back, actually. They're going to be going back in towards B. 40 seconds here. 2 CTs remain. They've got enough for another basic execution. We're talking about spawn and coffins. Has to be an early kill here. Great grenade. Apex will follow it up with a kill as well. They're locked out by a very frustrating smoke. I don't think there's a chance they can even get close to this one now. They have to boost. And maybe a chance of the kill, but they looked completely locked out, Anders.
Yeah, this is so thin, isn't it? Don't think you can do much.
That flash.
Just more grenades raining down. It was an 8 then a smoke and a Molotov, then a flashbang. It just keeps on going. Flames able to get the last one in there, and it's a 7-0 lead. Vitality just look rock solid at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, apart from the pistol, and even then, it was a 5-on-3 that went down into a 3-on-0.
Yeah, they need something here. Pressure is on JT, I'm sure, to find a call.
Well, he needs to spin some gold here, doesn't he? Because, yeah, that's what we were commending them for against NIP.
Yep.
Their T-side calls, their mid-rounding was very impressive. They had them chasing them around the map. The B splits, the banana splits were working out very nicely. Need to see some of that again. Like I said, half buy coming into round number 8. They've got a hero AK in the hands of Grim. Might need to be a miracle AK at this stage.
Yeah, Grim was one of the players that definitely stepped it up for them. Him and Elige seem to be a powerful duo. And I mean, you know, irrespective of the calls, it would just be nice to see Complexity start around here in a 5-on-4. You know, win an opening fight, and then try and see if you can solve the puzzle from there on out. It's not going to be this round, Magisk, and then quick little trade for ZywOo. He's even ready with the P250 if anyone wanted to come and hunt him down. Spinks on the other side on the arch position are going to be in position. Oof. We'll take one down. He hasn't died yet. He's 9-0.
The money's out of control as well. It goes without saying, of course. We've got like 16k on 2 players right now. It's getting to the point of no return. We're not there yet, but we're close. 8-0 for Vitality. Complexity again. Not even really gaining any key territory on the map. Not breaking through to a bomb site. Always on the back foot. And that Hero AK, sure, it's a nice idea, but if it doesn't work out, there'll be concessions going forward. So JT operating with the Galil this time. All for Horzerk, but as the desk pointed out, Horzerk versus ZywOo, who's not even having to use the AWP right now. Like, he is still one of the world's best riflers, as you might consider him just to be a sniper rifle, but
sure,
he can do it all.
Yeah, he can, and they probably need something like that. They need an explosive round. Obviously, good spray through. That's nearly the opening. We saw in the previous game how much of a difference it can make to have one player. It was Nico on G2 sort of come up with a 1 versus 4. Oh my god, they just line up. How is it just... Henry, whenever I walk into the middle like that, there's never just 3 people that are lined up.
Yeah.
It just never happens.
But you're not the chosen one, Anders.
No, obviously not.
He's one step ahead. He knows what his opposition are up to. Like,
I'm one of the 3 people in the mix.
That wasn't a kind of peak with looking for information. That was a peak with conviction. He knew there were 3 kills behind that as Apex looks to close things out here. Decent effort.
It's a no-scope.
Oh, you're
Why
right.
did he no-scope him at that range? Horzerk's absolutely lost his mind. No-scoping and then running through the fire to get the bomb planted. Awkwardly, this is kind of one of the closer rounds that maybe Complexity could win, but he's very low.
This is actually the closest they've been to winning a round in the entire half, which is quite a sad thing to say, considering it's Horzerk on 12 points of health in a 2 versus 1, but that's a great shot to kick things off here. Might have given himself the advantage now. Mage is coming in from Banana. Has got the flashbang, but time is running out.
Yes, he's not quite sure, Horzerk. You can see he still thinks it might be construction, but surely he's going to start to realize now, and Magisk is running out of time, trying to get there, and he'll get the shot as well. Not at all back, quickly running to get that defuse in. Without a kit, he would have lost this round, but with it, he's going to be just fine. So, yeah that was
firing on all cylinders, to say the very least, Anders.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, if you're a Vitality fan, this is what you came here to see. You are hoping for a day like this where there's no stress, you're not worried about your team losing. You're just here to enjoy them play Counter-Strike. That's what they're doing. Spinx has died a single time, about 3 or 4 deaths on everyone else on Vitality. Yeah, they're filthy rich. They're doing so good at the moment. Round number 10. We've got some AKs back in the hands of Complexity, so...
Just to note as well, I try and be a little bit more positive after this. This is the pick of Complexity, right?
Yes.
Their map. So, yeah, just adding salt to the wound there, rubbing it in, I should say.
Now for the good news, Henry.
Oh, please, I need that.
Well, I was hoping you were going to deliver it, Good news is they can at maximum lose, up to 16, then...
That's the IK, I guess you're right. It can't go further than that.
Yeah, there is an end. There was at one point, wasn't there, where there was a format where you actually played all 30 rounds no matter what.
Yeah, that was just before MR12. It was called, was it Rushes Only? Or Charges Only or something?
Something like that, yeah. So it's been done in the past. Ooh, okay. Look at the rekill there. It's not bad. Holzerk taking down Flames. You like that. 4 versus 4. This is an encouraging start. This is fine if you're Complexity. There's someone to work with here for JT.
It's the most compelling start they've had. Like I said, the Holzerk clutch was the closest they've come, but this is the best early round position they've been in. Going to be walking through the smoke towards Arch here, and who's patrolling it? It's Apex with an HE, playing for information here. It's a bit more than he bargained for, drops a flashbang, and trying to deny access towards CT spawn as well. They'll have to focus their efforts towards short here. Magisk, at one point, was known as the Prince of Pit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Probably one of the best players to ever do it in this position. A little bit of a failed spray, but he does get one of the kills anyway. JT on the double, but it's Elysian back there. And now they're going to fake it. 10 seconds on the clock here. That bomb has to be planted right now. JT running out of health. He's all the way down to 4 at the moment, and I think that was the last chance right there. Even if he got the kill, he could not have planted the bomb. So, again, it's close, but just not close enough.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter how close these rounds are, because 10 rounds in a row for Vitality. They've got 5 digits on, 2 players right now in terms of cash. Saving for the AWP going forward. Might need it. Nothing else is working right now. And we're going to see them try and bust through the smoke towards the Arch side. Could work out. Spinx will be caught with the flash in hand. Spots them, though, and gets away safely.
Yeah, and he gets the call. He tells them this is going to be a speedy round. Oh, my God. It's impressive. Last 2 headshots there, really good.
Yeah.
But just once you find out that a Tech9 rush is coming, just the call goes out across the map to everyone on the team. So everyone is going to be ready. No one's going to be caught with no one has a nade in hand. No one's going to get run down like that. So just getting the early information, super important. It's a flawless round. Nobody dies as they win 11 in a row.
Apex is absolutely loving it. Flames, the new boy, delivering on all fronts. Yet to make a mistake in a Vitality jersey. He absolutely demolished EG on their first day, and hasn't put a step wrong here on Inferno to open up the series against Complexity. 11-0. A reality check here for Complexity, going against one of the absolute world's best teams. And not looking too good. Elise 1-11 right now. I don't think you can really blame any individuals, though, for what's happening right now.
Yeah, but this is definitely where you could be lacking maybe Complexity in the long run on sort of a playmaker, right? Like someone who is just ready to step it up. Because I think Elise is one of those mid-round, late-round players that can do a lot there. But at least in Liquid, he'd very often want somebody else to set it up. That's a friendly grenade. Not exactly ideal, but this is good. Apex going down. It's Holzerk.
Okay. This is the first time we've actually had an advantage. We've had good openings in terms of they had 4-on-4s, and we're like, okay, now this is better. Some retake utility going to be deployed here. It's the smoke and molly combo usually, but it's just a smoke for now. Flashbang goes over. Complexity can still give this one up. There's 2 CTs lying in wait here at the B bomb side.
They don't have any grenades in the B bomb side anymore either. They've absolutely completely dried out. Grim, nice little crouch on through. Spinx back here. They know that he's alone, but what a headshot! He's gonna keep it going. Finds a third in Elige, and it's crumbling before the eyes of Complexity. They thought they had this round, and on the meantime, Floppy's all the way on the other side, which would have been fine if they would have broken through at B, because he could have caught any rotation. But now instead, he has to try and manufacture a round for himself here. 40 seconds, and Magisk up in the graveyard. Is he going to be quick enough when Floppy peeks this corner? He will be. Great headshot. It's
such a strong position. When you can justify getting in that corner, knowing they don't have everything covered, very difficult to flush him out. Great shot there from Holzerk. He's set up for a 2 versus 1. Couldn't deliver before. This time he's got a little bit more time, Anders. 20 seconds on the clock. No CTs around him. A compromised plan, not an ideal spot. He'll have to play heads-up Counter-Strike now. bring this down to a 1v1 quickly, but they're encroaching on his position. He's done for.
Yeah, they're right behind him. He has no idea. Oh, he does spin around. It would have been sick if you'd have got that shot, but instead it's a quad kill for Spinks. He closes out the round, and he absolutely saved it. And that's in spite of the early shot for Holzerk that did get them into a great position. Nothing is enough right now. 12-0. The speed running this game.
They are. The analyst did say, and quite a facetious tone to be fair to them, see you in about an hour and a half. This one should be at 2-0. I didn't think it'd be this convincing. I didn't think it'd be going down in this sort of manner. I had my suspicions of Vitality, of course, would be the winners. But you don't see many blowouts like this anymore, especially in like the modern game with the economics, the way they work, and
yes.
the way you can't really have these huge leads. Usually, as soon as you drop one round, like, it all can fall apart. But that's the problem, I suppose. There hasn't been a single round picked up. As we get into a buy for Complexity, they're going to be one more passive this time. Failing the boost. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. And then you get a nade on your front door as well. That's going to be a kill. Oh, luckily that the second nade whistles by them, but that didn't go well whatsoever.
So we learned earlier on Vertigo, once you fail some of those boosts, you just have to pull the plug on them.
After it goes wrong twice, yeah, I think that's it. That should be the rule. Like, get down at that stage. You get a bit too flustered. And what's the final call here? Like we said, the T sides have been one of the calling cards of Complexity. JT often looking so composed with the mid rounds, but no one can find the kills right now. They can't even find decent positional control. They haven't really taken mid successfully so far.
Yeah,
deployed.
Milestones that you want to hit. It's very, very hard for them to get all the grenades out of Vitality hands, so they've got a little bit closer here. Putting some pressure on Sideward, that's not bad. Starting to get there. Flash goes in, but no one's there to peek it on the other side. We're still at 40 seconds, so there is time. This could work for Complexity, but they just group up on top of it, and Spinks is getting double spray down. Elige gets 1 kill in return, and he's swiftly dispatched. Spinks is a machine inside of this bomb site. Holzerk alone trying to bring it back. He's this whole game for himself. A third one as he turns it into a 1 versus 1. And he should know where Flames is coming from. He knows where he's anchoring. Gonna fake it once, hoping for a peek. Fakes it again. And every single time, Flames gets a little bit closer. Flash on over. The bomb just... Oh, he comes off it. And now he has to go for it, but he can't. Another clutch that he nearly works, but it's not enough. Holzerk, he's the only one that's doing anything for this.
Nothing. They don't even get the plan there, so it's another half buy. As you go into round number 14, you're 13-0 down. I don't think it gets much worse than this. This is about... as much as the barrel as you can scrape.
Spinks is 18-3 after that last round, so we're getting some ridiculous scorelines that are coming out here in general. Another really deep nade.
Oh no, it's done so much damage.
Yeah, just a nuke on top of Elige. He's had a rough game, 2 kills and a 4-on-5 here. Yeah, you're right. There's not much left at this moment. Flashed on in. A little bit excessive, perhaps, as JT was close enough to get the kill on the Flames. You like to see it. But backup is going to be coming here really, really swiftly. They picked up the AK, but it doesn't even matter. Apex, the spray, almost perfect to take down Grim and Floppy. And it's a 2 versus 4, so there should be nothing really for Vitality to throw away here. They should be just fine. Spinks continuing the hunt, and they're looking for Holzerk as well. He's down in yellow, and he's going to be found by Spinks. That's 20 kills, Henry.
Yeah, a casual 20 kills in the first half. Yeah. You don't see that too often. 20 kills is normally like the standard if you've had a good map overall. Like,
sure, yes.
Get a close game, you get 20 kills. That's kind of like, that's what you're looking for across the board. The fact he's got in 14 rounds of play is unbelievable, really. ZywOo 14-4. It's just Holzerk, you're right, who's really done anything for Complexity. He's had a couple of close clutch opportunities, neither of which have been converted. So final round, they do have a buy. All about for Holzerk. They're completely flashed off. I dare say he should be dead, but another opening pick. Looking for 14-1, trying to avoid the whitewash here. Yeah,
he will be dead after the fact. Spinks finding that one with an HE. Mangus actually looking at the wrong side of the hallway here, so a bit dangerous. But Floppy does not want to continue to fight, and probably for the better here. He probably would have walked right into the spray.
Yeah, actually pretty impressive for Magus to understand the advantage. If he just held the spray down, fends him off, and they've made the right call. No one's really here towards B, just Apex, and they've got through. He had a chance to find a quick frag there, drops the incendiary instead, but there's a massive gap, Anders. Oh no. they make up for it, thankfully, as the bomb is planted. That could have been disastrous.
He could have pushed that one, I think. I don't think anyone was watching. Floppy's on the other side.
Why does I feel like he's going to wallbang him?
I had the same inkling.
I feel like he's just going to do it randomly. He's just going to pull the trigger now. He's just going to flick to his head. That's normally the ZywOo way.
Yeah, oh, he's going to check at the all the way up close. He does miss the shot. That's very uncharacteristic. And that might be the kill that actually stops this from being a 15-0 because it's a 4-3 right now. And the bomb is planted very swiftly. Good flashback
there we
coming
go.
out. And that's it. Floppy assisting on a couple of shots there. And it's going to be 14-1 in the opening half. Vitality
something astonishing here to even make this one competitive, to even get us talking about the idea that they can even find a few rounds. It's not looking good, but I suppose at this point they've got nothing to lose. Might as well see what they can do with this pistol.
Tell you what, they got Vitality right where they want them.
Yeah, I guess
Full
you're
of
right.
confidence, you know, they think they've already won the match.
The last time I commentated, or at least saw a 14-1, was back at Pro League, where Vitality were down 14-1 against FaZe Clan and Anubis.
Oh, yeah.
They came back and won that game.
And even that, you could say, is a little bit of an asterisk because of how new Anubis was. You're like, okay, like that stuff is more likely to happen.
So that's all I can give Complexity. Vitality know more than anyone. 14-1 is possible. The most dangerous scoreline in the world, some could say.
They do say that. I've heard it a lot. Well, we'll see. The pistol round is in effect. And it's Vitality playing the T side here. Grim on top of the boxes with the dualies in hand, looking for a multi-kill at least here. And he's going to get nothing for it. Floppy gets one in return, but that's all the way in the middle now. They are coming in quick with the flank through Rubenana, but it might be too late. The bomb is still going to get planted here. Megas looking to do some damage. Spinks is out of the round, so... Oh my god, it's the Dane instead. The last Dane remaining here on Vitality, if you discount Sonic. And it's a 2-on-3.
It absolutely is. No kids to be spotted here. It's up to Elysian JT on the back foot. Very difficult position to clear out, and a hell of a player waiting for them. It's ZywOo, who will find map points here by Flames & Co. And they're going to have to buy. This could be coming crashing down, and it's looking like it will. 16-1. An absolute blowout here. A blast.
It's so suffocating when even the rounds where you get it, the few rounds where you actually get the entry, where you get the 4-on-5 in your favor, is still not enough, and even, you know, it just nothing is working. So you're right, a lot of the basic stuff that we otherwise saw out of Complexity, some of the flashes, some of the good calls, like they never even got within reach of that. Nice little push down there, Elish, gonna get the one, but some random shots through the smoke, and Magus will pick up Grim to make it a 4-on-4, and Elish is very low on health here, and they're just gonna speed up. They don't really want to slow this one down. Holes, but it's with the scout, not the AWP.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That pretty much guarantees it, unless a little bit of luck comes in favor for JT. We can't find the shot. It's looking like we're all done here. The pick of Complexity has been completely taken away from them. Vitality looking to close things out. 3 versus 2. It's been the perfect run so far here at Blast. 2-0 versus EG. And in the first map against Complexity, they've locked in the scoreline of 16-1. A statement performance from one of the world's best.
Absolutely has been. What a remarkable performance it was. Flames playing well at the start.
And try and step up in the second. It doesn't look good, but at least they'll kick things off here on the CT side. We are off to the races here as Vitality will present a P250 in the hands of ZywOo, of course. 1 smoke and a single flashbang as they send 3 players over towards the A side of the map. Make it 4 now.
They are quite big fans in pistol rounds of going for those A executes, I've noticed. They like have a couple of maybe just 1 or 2 smokes that they can throw up towards CT spawn area, but they need to get past Elige first with the dualies, and they're going to be able to trade him out, but look at how much damage you did to Flames. You almost took him down, so not at all bad. A little bit out in the open as Megas will find Floppy on the other side of the map, and that really presents a problem now to Complexity's defense.
Well, the fact he's pushing as well suggests the B bomb side will be open, so Magus will grant himself some key territory. Gets himself up towards Tetris, and we've got Hulzerk here. You can see overstretched right now in the position, having to patrol towards middle, and indeed the B bomb side as they start to walk in. It's looking quite good for Vitality, but Grim on the flank.
Yeah, he's moved actually very, very quickly here. It's very risky for him to do what he's doing right now, but so far it's looking good. He might be able to find a free kill, though Apex is kind of covering. The bomb is being planted, and oh, this is going to be rewarded so well. That's the kill that definitely seals the round. I don't think JT could do anything about it, so heads up play that they were even aware that there could have been a flank that quickly is well done.
Good stuff. Perfect from Vitality once again. Haven't really made... That's from Floppy, actually. Gets Magus towards B, so that's something.
Yeah, really cool. I didn't quite get to see if that was the smoke that
I
Danny
was
was
about to
talking
say,
about.
yeah, was he trying to throw that smoke and got caught out?
Could have been, but either way, could be dead now. Liege takes a little bit of damage to begin with. Apex trying to see if he can work around this ramp position, and Spinks is ready. If anyone wants to peek this, he would have been ready with the MAC-10, but he's going to fall back himself. Eagle creeping on in is kind of the right idea. Could have been something there for JT, who was up on the ledge.
Well, it's still looking pretty good, Anders. They're whittling down the clock. They've still got the man advantage, and Grim avoids certain death there. He gets away with it, scampers up the ladder, and a nice little boost here as well. It's often checked, but you don't see it deployed at this stage of the round too often, so might be overlooked this time. Doesn't seem to be looked at right now, but finally Apex making his way up towards shore will shut them down here, brings it back to a 4-4. A couple of more opportunities for Complexity to shut this one down, but the opportunity now is shrinking.
Great use of utility here. This is what really makes the difference. Even in the 4-on-4, they just absolutely block it out. They've got even more grenades they can throw that way, so they're making sure that no matter how many people are there for Complexity, they're going to be on the wrong side of the smoke, and they can just keep on throwing in more flashes, more Molotovs. Like, very, very good use. Once they found the 4-on-4, I think the grenades alone probably won this round for Vitality.
Well, only one kill given away once again. Second round eludes Complexity. Managed to get an opening pick. Thought there might be something to work with here, but you're dead on. As soon as they got that control of the ramp, and indeed shorts, a basic execution, pretty standard. Smoke left and right. It was the control Apex found as well. The timing, he swings out just before the smokes bloom.
Yeah.
They're scrambling, they're trying to reposition. He gets a very clean kill at that point. Oh, it's that run boost.
If you kind of raise that from your brain, then you're just looking at a 2-0 here for Vitality, and probably going to be a 3-0 here, depending how things go. So the real test is going to be in the next round, where Complexity will start to pick up some more rifles. So the best you can do is just try and not remember too much about Inferno, especially if you're a Complexity fan.
That was pretty brutal there. ZywOo just one step ahead every single encounter. Spamming through the smoke. Of course, finds the kill on the Liege. Early advantage this time for Vitality. Just making sure they don't overlook any key positions here. Molotov out the choke points. 1 minute 10 on the clock here. Juggling around some utility. As I said, there are some saved weapons, not much. A couple of SMGs, one of which has already gone down. Gotta be trying to smoke off the ramp position as Vitality go through the motions here. Molotov down, similar smokes, and a swing from the CT, so they might be able to find a couple of kills here. And there they are, but unfortunately the big man waiting on the other side, he shuts down any prospect of success as they go 3-0 here. Gun round coming up, and they should be able to get the AWP. Remember, Horzuk didn't fully invest in that.
But getting some kills here on Inferno. It was so long before they did anything. Good trades at the start of this one. Grim and Floppy picking up a kill each. They'll have to give up Grim for the trade, but still a 4 versus 3. And maybe partly because they started T side when they were on Inferno, they just had so many rounds in a row before they even got into an advantageous position. Now they're here, 4 versus 3, something to build on.
Absolutely true. Hopefully he can convert this one and we can start to see a more competitive series here. First map slipped by the wayside, but here we are in the second. If they can find an early round here, build upon it, you're dead on. Might be able to do something with this. A missed shot though from Horzuk. That might have secured it, and he's tucked himself back in. ZywOo trying to catch Horzuk off guard here. I think he's done so. Brilliant shot. What a play that is.
Yeah, he had a slight inkling also. You kind of tell a little bit. He was thinking, did he really run away, or did he actually, just as I was unscoping, did he get back into position? And he did. He should have trusted that instinct a little bit more. 40 seconds, smoke on the one side, Molotov on the other, and the bomb gets planted. ZywOo might be low on health, but he's deadly with that AWP.
He's everywhere.
He really is. 9-0 at the moment on him.
He just got 2 kills with 5 HP. Just perfectly played as usual. Manages to position himself to guarantee that kill on the rotation there, knowing as soon as that bomb is called, the CT flag will come through. And JT, normally pretty handy in these sort of clutches, to be honest, but where does he find the point of access? That was probably it. And yeah, you're right. No kid, down to 30 points of health. Apex closes it out. That was a 4-on-3 advantage for
They
Complex.
reload the next bullet. They actually spend that time getting information, right? Like, they'll sometimes jump.
Jumpy, what's going on
Yeah,
here?
they need, because taking your eyes off a position is super dangerous, and you see exactly why. Not to say that Holzek necessarily made a big mistake there, but yeah, sometimes you looking away for too long can be real risky.
Like you mentioned, like it looked like he was aware of the possibility, but just didn't really commit to checking it, which is a shame because obviously that was a crucial kill. As we go 4-0 here, a half buy for Complexity. They do have maximum loss bonus at this point, but only gets you so far on the CT side. For now, they've decided the best approach will just be upgraded pistols, 3 smokes. Again, Horzerk saving a bit more cash for the orb going forward. He's currently on 0-3, so plenty of time, of course, but it is a CT-sided affair. It's your opponent's pick. He just lost 16-1. Need some form here. If they can steal this round away, they can still do this. They can still potentially cause some damage. JT will trade out the shot, but he takes too much damage en route. Only good for that one. Bomb to be planted. There's no way to deny. And again, looks like we're locked in here for 5-0.
Yeah, good pincer on that position. Even when they get the 1 kill in return, there's nowhere to go, and you can't continue the fight. You shot at
And
the
it's
back.
completely tagged as well, right?
Yep.
So he's hoping he can get another 1 dig, but they're pincering from both positions. So yeah, literally nothing he could have done. They'll explore their options here at least. Maybe he can get a kill and steal away an AK. That's about as good as it gets right now. They've realized that, and we'll just have to fall back, save the Kevlar at least.
Yeah, they're working with scraps at the moment, aren't they? So, saving the Kevlar becomes part of the conversation. You just know it's not an ideal position. And the blast radius on this map is tiny.
Compared to Ancient, it's ridiculous. Like Ancient, you can literally plant the bomb on A, and if you're low HP and you're saving in B, you can still blow up.
Yeah, you still die, yeah.
Like, it's rare, but it can happen. That just shows you how ridiculous it is. So, 5-0. Was hoping this one would be a little bit more exciting. We'd see Complexity turn up, but it is their opponent's pick. They can't seem to catch a break right now. Round 6, more power for Horzerk. And we'll see Zywoo, same weapon, this time patrolling towards A, and I dare say he's got that first kill.
Yeah, he was absolutely ready for it. And he'll double up on the aggression. He feels like, you know what, if the AWP was there, probably not going to be any other rifles. Elige out in the open, and it's actually a good shot for Elige. Unfortunately, there's so many more people coming at him. Still 3-on-3. JT was on the other side. He needed to sneak in a kill in the meantime. So it's not too bad. Again, one of the better openings for Complexity, even though this probably still overall is going to be favoring Vitality in a 3v3 like this. Especially when they got 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock here. Floppy's at the back of the B-bomb site. With no more nades.
Come on, boys. Let's find some rounds here. Floppy needs to deliver. And that's a good start. Lovely headshot towards Magis, but Flames will pull it back to an even keel. Molotovs deploy towards CT spawn, and they're so far removed from the scenario, Anders. Agonizing jog over towards middle. They've got an incendiary. They've got a smoke and a kit, but the positioning couldn't be worse. There's so much time to set up the crossfires here.
There really is. You need a lightning fast shot, and it's going to go the other way instead. Spinks to pick it up. Grim wants to be the hero, but he's denied. Flames with a good triple, and it's one more round for Vitality. You know, I tried it at one point, Henry. I tried to populate...
Compliment, but it's not the worst idea you've ever had. All
yeah,
right?
the dream that I had tonight was involving a niche dog walking company called Deagles and Beagles.
Deagles and Beagles. Okay, what's the USP?
There's no dog walking. If you have it, unfortunately, if you're a fan of that, we can't walk your dog. Like, you have to be a Deagle player, and you have to have a Beagle. Then we'll do it.
Okay, well, I won't be investing. I'm going to be out of that one, but please let me know how it goes. I wish you all the best.
I appreciate it. Was expensive as well because
yeah, exactly.
Not that many clients, but
no. It was difficult to justify that one to the investors, but either way, and speaking of financial woes, Anders, Complexity is certainly feeling them. Another half buy, and I explained the reasons in the previous map. Maximum loss bonus CT side.
They can't even all afford Deagles, never mind Beagles.
It's true. All the Beagle fans in the world right now are in pieces. They can't believe what they're seeing here. Complexity, a chance to fend off this B approach, but it's Apex that cracks open the site. Floppy goes down, and unfortunately, It's a pretty underwhelming hold. Complexity can do nothing, and the bomb is planted. The round is confirmed. It's all over, Red Rover.
These are the kinds of rounds that you need Floppy to get probably 1 or 2 deal headshots before anything else really happens, right? But as soon as they're on the site with him, it's probably just too late anyway. So unfortunate, not really Floppy's fault necessarily. 5 versus 3, and now they're just looking to clean it up a little bit. With the round loss bonus, there's not a lot of incentive to save a lot of deagles here. If you can exchange even one of them for an AK, it's probably even better. So I don't mind them sticking around and looking for that. If they had less money, they'd probably try and save this. But yeah, they're just trying to optimize this as much as possible. Polsek is pretty far away. Again, probably would have just wanted to see him get a little bit closer, but not this time. 7-0.
Oh. Right.
Doesn't feel great, does it?
Doesn't feel great for anyone involved right now. We need to see this one heat up a little bit. No one likes to win this to blowout. Like, sure, it's fun. You all know, like, you just didn't turn up.
Yeah, if I step in the ring with Mike Tyson and get knocked out in 30 seconds or 10 seconds.
Exactly.
I didn't learn that much.
That's quite a good analogy. All right.
Cool.
Let's see what Complexity can do, boys. Come on. Let's try and find the opening pick. Deny them access. Deny control. It's towards B. They'll focus most of their resources, Vitality that is, at the start of round number 8 here. Floppy played very well against NIP. He was great. I'd really like to see that form replicated here. It's not too late to turn up here on Vertigo. They can still win the half. It's just the context of that first map. It's difficult to see a world of the bounce back, but that doesn't help. Okay.
We've been trying to forget it. Like, that's what you have to do. I mean, it's probably even more tricky if you're a player to just put it behind you, but yeah, I mean, they're also being reminded, just looking at the scoreboard, this is exactly what happened, right?
Yeah, true.
Map, so
you're not even out of the original nightmare. You'd think there'd be a restep with the first map done. I think he's got this kill as well. The gap was just too tantalizing there for Majeski. Has a little look, and oh my god, the Molotov as well denies the reposition of Grim. They just can't do anything.
But they still got 2 people here, so
I mean, yeah. But that just means there was 2 players that won't be saving.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Oh, Grim, a little bit of a chance maybe for a lineup. JT is going to get one more. 30 seconds on the clock here. And a 2 versus 3, but we need another miracle or 2 here for this to go the way of Complexity. There is a chance. Smoke, a huge gap, and Megas, I don't know how he wins the fight, but he did. And Holzerk will go down. Cyber's ready and trained on that corner for a long time. 8-0 in favor of Vitality.
CT side, max loss bonus, half buy. And a headshot. Alij with the Desert Eagle strikes first. They've actually got something to work with here. Need this round to say the very least, as Flames will react, knowing there's 2 towards middle. A has to be weaker than usual. He'll try and find the entrance, the opening kill. And he delivers on all fronts. Apex chiming in as well, looking for that 3rd frag. It's going to be ZywOo to beat him to the punch. And what seemed like a promising round, what seemed like an entrance to the series, is completely shut down once again. And in stunning fashion, once more, is he going to give up 1 single kill. They don't have much left in the tank.
Not even any platitudes?
No, maybe not. I don't think it's left, but all right. They have got a full buy at least.
Nice.
Round 10. 9-6 wouldn't be the end of the world, but we need to get it. There's a long way before we get there. Good flash. That's a brutal flash, actually. It bounces off the girder. You can't turn away from it at all. That's wild. Yeah. And that's another opening frag. Scene game leader dropped. They know exactly. Oh, God, he's so done for. I think he's going to get mated there. He's done well to get 1.
Yeah, just he missed the first shot, got Molotov, then spammed it down from the curtains almost in 4 versus 3.
I think they win this round. I think Complexity have got this. With this flank, I don't think they're aware of it. Not the cleanest spray, and we've got ZywOo to deal with them here, but the damage is being done. That was the frag. That was the chance.
It actually does make a difference when you're doing that flank, whether the first kill is, you know, a 3 or 4 or 5 bullet spray down, or straight, you know, instant
Especially
kill.
when you're using the M4A4, right?
Yeah.
It's a noisy old weapon, that one, and Spink, clinical headshot to close things out. 5 rounds. Yep. Technically true.
Some of the weapons that, you know, like they've got less firepower than in the previous round, which is obviously a shame.
But these are the sort of rounds when you're like, remember we created Henry's Law before?
Yes, true.
We haven't talked about it or discussed it this tournament, but when you're down and out, when everyone's lost hope, that's normally where the craziest rounds can occur.
Yeah.
Because your opposition, like, they're a little bit looser. You've kind of given up hope. You're going for the more aggressive plays. You don't think there's much to play for. And then someone finds that magical round. They find like the triple deagle headshot. And everyone's laughing, everyone's enjoying it. You realize, oh, we can still get 3 or 4 here. And this could be the round where we start to see Some of the magic delivered here by Complexity. Lord knows they need it at this stage, and the reposition toward the top of the steps. The problem is, this looks like a bit of a stack. You're going to be checking this all day long. And indeed, Elige will be taken down. So, I tried my best. I tried to bring in some magic there.
Unfortunately,
tried to manifest it.
So do Complexity at the moment. They're definitely giving it all, but they're just getting absolutely outclassed in every way imaginable. There's so many little oh my,
nice.
What a blinding shot. That was sick, but it's not going to make a difference. I was going to say, in that first fight that Magisk has against JT, after JT gets the eagle shot, there's so many little micro movements that Magisk is doing to limit his exposure to a potential second eagle shot from JT. It would have been so tempting, I think, for Magisk to swing wide and just take the fight with the AK, but you can tell he's making sure he can't get spotted.
Probably going to lose this one, but maybe a map, maybe some close map, maybe some close games. You know, you'd think that would be at the very least for this team with the wind in their sails. Elige in the mix, currently finding himself in 4 and 10.
Vitality is stepping on American teams right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, EG into Complexity. They are making light work of the opposition so far. Toying with them. JT opening frag. Hulzerg looks like he's good for one towards middle as well. I think this is their first. Got a good feeling. Oh, the flashbang is brutal. Got to hit this Hulzerg. There we go. He'll be traded. But an advantage. Rare advantage here for the North Americans.
I like it. A good feeling, Henry. That's the most we can hope for at the moment. Nice little jump in, but the flash was not quite efficient enough. With a double setup at the B-bomb site, Complexity are ready to receive. A little bit of a spam. Can maybe do some damage through there, but it's a good couple of headshots coming in, and Floppy will take down Flames. Just to make us get a 1 versus 4. They've hidden the bomb behind the cardboard there. They're going to pick it up again, and I don't know. I mean, he's got a minute left. If Complexity had lost their minds and went to fight him one at a time, there's a way to win these kind of rounds. But as long as they play off each other and just try to get some good trade frags in there, they should be absolutely fine. 40 seconds now.
Might as well give it a go.
Sure.
If you like some Magisk, 40 seconds. It's been a while since we had a show-stopping clutch from the Magic Boy. He'll make himself known at the B steps. Nice opening frag, but not meant to be this time. Can't keep the clean streak alive. Understandably so in the 4 versus 1. And there it is. A hollow victory, unfortunately, for Complexity. You're first on your CT side as you go into round number.
Even if it's late, it's worth, I think, having some of those rounds to research.
That's a good point. It's like we said, 16 ones, you just don't get much data from them.
Yeah.
Because you barely planted the bomb. You barely got to run your strategies. So, ZywOo patiently waits to the A ramp here. 16-1 in the first map, 11-1 in the second, but Complexity still have a chance to post a few more here on their CT side, and I think it goes without saying they really need to here, but what a boost that is. Takes down Grim. Nice boost there.
Oh, here we go.
That's alright, isn't it? Finds him the advantage once again. Might be too little too late, but this is impressive so far.
Set himself up real nicely with a flashbang there as well, so good work from Floppy, I believe. JT taking quite a bit of damage. Smokes are up. Molotovs being exchanged to try and slow them down here. We've got 40 seconds, and the bomb is quite far away. It's starting to make its way there, but this is a 4-on-3. And Complexity, they probably know that there's going to be a bomb plant at B, but they're just waiting to see if there's going to be another chance for a kill before they want to go for the retake.
Huge round here. For Complexity especially. Vitality have already, their half's already done. Like 11, you're feeling like it's already, we've already won this. Complexity, if they can find these few rounds in a row, they get the 11-4, you know, like, why not? Give it a good go. You never know what can be done here. They've got the advantage. The retake begins. That should be their kill, as Spinks can't control the spray here, but they've got a few key players to take down next. ZywOo and Magisk patiently waiting for their frags to come through. The defuse coming in the smoke now. 2 seconds, and Magisk will deny it all once again. Finds their head through the smoke. 1 more second, I think, would have done it. But Complexity pushed back once more. The 4 versus 3 falls apart. They can't. Ramifications for Complexity here, like I've been explaining, like the CT side is difficult to keep buying into, but you kind of need these last 2 rounds. You can't really justify anymore. Half buys, you just have to go for it, see what you can do. It's not ideal to say the very least, as we see Flames fully commit towards the A ramp this time. It's Hulzerg to find him. Elige will chime in as well with that FAMAS. They're making it work. Looking for their second round here. They can hold on to this advantage. They should be able to convert. Molotov towards shore. Apex locked off by the smoke so far. Major is trying to help himself towards B, but dissuaded by the flashbang. Comes down to the individuals now here, Anders.
Yeah, they're not ready for it. They didn't expect Apex to be up this far, and he maybe could have had a second kill there. Floppy will take down Magus and Holzer standing tall. The FAMAS is doing so much work in this round.
This force buy, if you will, working out very well for them. 4-on-1. Spinks now. He's up to on the plate, seeing whether he can attempt something magnificent. Mages got close before with a couple of kills. Spinks with a minute to work with. He's got a smoke as well. He can probably get a plant here. And if he finds that first kill, you never know. I assume he just commits the bomb after dropping this smoke here.
Sure.
You don't really want to fake it because they will swarm you, but he's done very well to get that first one. ZywOo shows presence towards A, rattling off some shots. I feel like that CT's going to push through the smoke on the left.
Yeah, I would have assumed it was, especially with the... Oh, we can see right over it. That's a cool one-way, Floppy. Well done. I'm going to be putting some pressure on the other side here. Grim started the shot with the AK that he stole from a previous round. A little bit of damage here, but it's Apex going down to JT instead. And yeah, this defense, very late for it to start to work, but I mean, they're getting some rounds in finally.
It's not much, but it's something. That's for sure.
12-3 scoreline is one of the most dangerous in the world.
Apparently so, yeah. I've heard someone at least say that before. As we will see Magisk and Spinks once again attempts a very, very difficult clutch scenario here. They've got time. They don't necessarily have the grenades, but they've got the skill. Hoping that a CT inquiring for information will be presenting himself. Opening up the door of opportunity for a headshot here. Magisk using every trick in the book. Jiggle peeking every single angle. Jumping across, trying to set up his teammate, but not going to happen. It's looking like they've done enough to at least get the third round here, Anders.
Yeah, definitely. Magisk goes down last 12-3 at the end of it. So
on their pick of Inferno, things haven't got much better for Complexity. They've at least got a couple of rounds to work with, at least a couple more, as they find 3 on their CT campaign of Vertigo. The move over to the T side now. It's not looking great, but it's something.
You'd have to be on industrial levels of copium to believe that this is your third map. Like, it's some really heavy grade stuff that you're working with.
Well, they've got a nice technical setup here. Double HEs, double flashbangs, double smoke. So an execution with maybe, what, double nading towards headshot? That would be my guess, or just straight up towards the sandbag. Interesting.
I mean, it clears out a position. It does also telegraph a little bit what's happening. So, yeah, they're going to be able to see, but with the smokes up, it might negate all of that. No connection through so far. Just ZywOo playing battleships, not really catching any of the opponents at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. They come off the bomb. I'm a little bit curious.
They were seeing if there was like a retake setup with HEs.
They're also buying time for Floppy. Look at the retake that the retake with the flank that he's going with here. So, an extra 5 seconds for him to step a bit closer. This could be really sick. Hold on. Complexity might be onto something in this round.
Oh,
no. How did that happen? The flank blows up, and now the retake is on.
Oh, no.
It's devastating. Oh, and the defuse inside with a kit as well. A great idea and a perfect start for Complexity, but it absolutely gets blown wide open.
I can't believe that. How are they've always got the presence of mind? We've seen that a few times as they...
Maybe for the post-game interview with Banks, he can ask.
Yeah. Seem to be trying
so hard. Like, you know, everyone wants to win, but
come on, mate. Force buy in the second, as you might expect. Bomb planted at least, but they've lost that opening pick by virtue of an Apex grenade. Nice opening frag, takes down his fellow in-game leader in the form of JT, and they're not giving this ramp control up for nothing. ZywOo extends the lead. At least you'll pull one back, but oh my god, this positioning of the FAMAS is just beautiful. Bomb down. Floppy couldn't be further away. Oh, Anders, I don't know what to say anymore. We all saw what happened there. You don't need me to explain it.
Yeah, there isn't much to say. You know, we can only do so much. We need Complexity to give us more rounds. They're making our jobs hard, Henry, and I think at the end of the day, that's probably the real
boost
prime.
As well. Like this boost, you don't see too often as well. There's always ready for it at least, but does not have much to say about it. Mages with 3 in total. What's his total up to? That's an NIP that have had 4 days of prac and their in-game leaders back. It's a different kettle of fish altogether.
It really, really is. Not what... I don't think anyone's expecting Complexity to win against Vitality, but yeah, they're really getting run over in a big way. Floppy, he's kind of been the shining star for the second map here. 16 kills on him right now. He was anchoring the B-bomb side on the CT side, and I think doing a pretty respectable job. So,
Oh my god, that grenade.
that is one hell of a nade. Yeah, 3 versus 3 now. Unfortunately for Floppy, can't continue his heroics in this one. And they're going to be set up and ready. All 3 members are here. No one at the B-bomb site. And Complexity not thinking about going back at the moment. Good headshot for Flames. And Apex will close up the round at a 1 versus 1. It got really, really close, but it also puts Vitality at 15 rounds.
Oh, well, at this stage, it will take 12 rounds in a row on the T side of Vertigo just to take us to overtime. Not really much you can say if you're the coach. I don't even know what speech you would give in a timeout at this point. It's done. And at this stage, you're just playing for the scoreboard. You're just hoping it looks a little less one-sided on HLTV. That is about it.
So you're saying there's a chance, Henry?
Well, I don't know if I did say that. I think I was saying the opposite of a chance there, to be honest. We'll see, though. Let's see if we can get something from the initial default here. The one-way smoke under the ramp here allows them to patrol the A ramp from those pesky snipers at the back. Looking for the boosts.
Yeah, really looking for it. Even spamming it just in case someone's crouched up there. Gonna get a grenade in return for his efforts. It's been said many a times, but even those grenades do like 13 damage, is enough to equalize the M4 for a one-shot headshot.
That's a point I always try to bring up. Like, as long as it's like around 15, you've done a very good grenade on the CT side.
You're pretty much good to go. Magus can side with a couple of kills here. It's a 4 versus 3, and in the middle is a bit sloppy for Flames. Would love to see him just pick that up straight away. Grim just barely cleaning the corner. There might be a way here.
I think
3 versus 3.
It's looking quite good. That Molotov will buy them enough time to get the plant down at the very least. Some decent utility, though, it has to be said. That one's not bad at all. The floppy flashbang gives them the man advantage now. The retake might be called off here. The money's relatively low. They can go for the knockout punch right now and find the victory. It's just unlikely. No grenades remaining, apart from that incendiary for Spinks. It looks like they are going to save. Try and keep the round expensive for Cole.
That's actually some interesting discipline, isn't it, on Vitality? Because I imagine it's probably very tempting when you're playing this well. You're up 15-3. You think, why not just try and go for the 2-on-3? Like, it feels like fun, but I suppose over the long sort of stretch of playing a whole season, these, you know, I don't think necessarily this game, but in general, you should just try and play the optimal game every time. It just makes a Vitality, although they've been relying on that a fair bit already, and it's been working out, so not necessarily a bad thing.
Well. Complexity now. Playing for pride, I would say. Get some reps in on the T side of on LAN. See if you can work on some mental fortitude here. Focus on the fundamentals. Get in position where you can actually execute the bomb sites. Get something out of this game.
Yeah, I still think that would be the highlight for them here. If they can, you know, get it up to 8 or 10 rounds. That really went the wrong way. A little bit unfortunate. Under a minute here. And there's nobody really pushing the B-bomb side on the T side here. They are committed to this kind of an A execute, and it seems to be the right call. Side was nearby listening in, but they're going to get the bomb plant down, and there's nobody there that can stop them. And this is a force-up for Vitality. You've got to wonder if you even want to... Why would you even risk it?
Yeah, I think they might have saved this one. You don't need this round, obviously. So yeah, it looks like that was called the save. It's fine. It means they even get a stronger setup going forward. At least they'll have all the grenades now.
What do we call a round, Henry, when nobody dies?
Unicorn round.
A unicorn round, that's right. They are so rare. I feel like every time we call it out, always somebody dies.
That's the thing about unicorns. If you utter their name, they won't exist. So you have to wait until it actually transpires before you say the word.
Okay. Don't want to be jinxing anything here.
But it could actually be happening. A rare sighting.
Really rare.
It's upon us here, Anders.
Please don't die to the bomb.
Right. No, it actually is a unicorn round. I can't believe you brought one to life.
Don't get to see that too often.
You actually don't. It's an apt name, for sure.
5th round.
So,
10 more to go.
Like I said, though, the injection, or the little injection of cash, means they can buy again. You might not want to. You might want to manage the economy a bit more efficiently than that. But you could buy some grenades into this one, a couple of kits. Try and keep the money at a reasonable state, though. So, yeah, about $1,000. That works out. So they can still win at this round, but they're not completely done for. Oh! What just happened? He was shooting at him, though, right? Did he slow him down? Did he miss the jump, or did he actually get slowed down by the bullets. It looked like they were getting wall-banged.
I think he got cold feet. I think.
Because there were shots coming in his direction. I think something was going on there. Can we get the replay of that one specifically?
And please don't.
But that's not the way you wanted to go down. The percent of the Twilight Zone.
Flop is actually, he's created a new meme for himself. It's unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Shout out to production, though. That's an amazing replay. I've never experienced that luxury before. Mid-round.
You know is it the Metal Gear Solid sound?
Yeah, the one that the high alert when he spots someone.
Like, you need that for, like, if someone could meme that together when he's, like, if you just see it from his point of view, like...
I was trying to work it out. So, obviously, the CT was ready for him. I think the idea was you can slow him down and tag him, but the bullets didn't connect. So, did Floppy swing out, spot him, and think, oh, I need to bail like this instinctively, and then try to go back? I don't know, but very odd. Maybe they just straight up missed it and he realized he didn't have momentum. Either way, fun to watch, and I guess no harm, no foul. Just a bit of fun. Everyone can enjoy it because they won the round. We're not being mean.
No,
it's okay.
I think it's fantastic.
I think everyone can have a bit of fun with that one.
I'm sure Vitality must have been so confused as well, like what's going on. But also, he stepped it up. Great triple.
Yeah, I guess we didn't talk about that too much. We were a little bit flabbergasted. No way.
Oh my god, the flash is in on the other side.
Just happened there.
That was a T-flash that bounced off to flash someone I think was playing on the right side of the
I
middle.
lost track of the round.
Still a 3-on-3 somehow. What's happened in the last couple of rounds?
I was
Everyone's lost
still
their
kind
minds.
of focusing on the video there. All right, let's get back into it. A chance for Vitality to close things out here potentially. They've made it very uncomfortable. Recovered an AK-47. 15-6. Floppy licking his wounds from the previous round. And he will get the bomb planted. His swing will come through, though. It's a very effective flashbang. Not like this. They don't want to give it up to the pistol. JT fighting for the round. And indeed, their life, but it's not going to be enough. Mages closes it out in style with a double kill there. The AK-47. A fun series, Anders, but not a good one for Complexity.
No, definitely not. And it's a bit of a shame because there was a world in which at the end here they could have got a couple of more rounds, but it's not meant to be. It'll be Vitality crushing another American team here at the last premiere. 4 groups. It's been absolutely wild, hasn't it? Really impressive stuff. Obviously, this team looks so solid at the moment, and on the Complexity side, I mean, we'll have to see if they can summon some strength, maybe